Now
Okay.
6 a.m.
Wow, really early.
Yeah,
I don't
a
think
little
I get up at 6 a.m. too
soon.
often. Okay. And what are you going to do today, Heidi?
Then if it will warm, it will be warm. I want to clean the window glasses.
Okay. We'd say if it is warm.
If it will be warm.
Instead of saying if it will be, if it is. If it is warm today.
If it is warm today, I want to
So
clean.
use the present tense.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I will clean the window glasses.
Okay. And we just say the windows. If it's warm, I'll clean the windows.
Windows outside. Inside, yeah, I cleaned, but outside it's very cold, so I hate it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And Rafael, welcome to class as well. Rafael, how are you doing?
Hi, Joshua and everybody. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Um, and Rafael, what have you done today?
I just came back from the gym.
Good. Nice use of the article. Okay. And anything else? Have you done anything else today?
I worked and then I went to the gym and now I'm home.
Okay. Cool. And Amp, welcome to class. Amp, how's it going?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you.
Nice. Good to hear. And good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Amp, what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, probably I am going to have an exchange with a friend to practice my English, and he wants to practice his Spanish.
Nice. That'll be good. Okay.
Yeah.
And Roberto, welcome to class. Roberto, how are you doing?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. And so, Roberto, yeah, what's your day been like? What have you done today?
I'm just working all of day. That's it.
Okay. I just worked all day, we would say.
Okay.
Okay. And Jose, welcome as well. Jose, how's it going?
Hello, Joshua. Fine. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you.
Okay. Nice to see you too. Okay, and Jose, what about you? What's your day been like?
My day, it was a normal day. In the morning, I was working, and in the afternoon, I am learning English.
Okay, cool. And Ale or Ale, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hi teacher. Hi everybody.
Hi. How do you
I'm
pronounce your name?
fine. Hale is
Ale.
Alessandro, the entire name.
Okay, Alessandro Ale.
Yes.
Okay, Ale, where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
Okay. And have you been to my class before? I think I remember you a long time ago.
I don't remember. I think no.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't remember.
That's okay. So what do you like to do for fun, Ale?
Yeah, in the free time. Swimming, working, and studying for the university. Yes, it's not the most fun study, but swimming is more funny.
Okay, it's more funny. We wouldn't use funny here. We'd say it's more fun. So funny
More
is
fun.
like a joke, and fun is enjoyable. Okay. And Giulietta, welcome to class as well. Giulietta, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, teacher.
Okay, good to hear. And so, Julieta, what have you been up to today? What did you do?
This morning I was at the office, and this evening I did another class, and I was reading.
Okay. Nice. What have you been reading?
Uh, the title of the book is The Invisible City series. Mhm.
Okay. And what's it about?
It's a dialogue between Marco Polo and Kublai Khan, the Emperor of China, and
Okay.
is about the cities of the kingdom.
Really interesting. Okay.
It's surreal, so not real.
Yeah, that sounds cool though. Interesting. And David, welcome to class. David, how's it going?
Hey Joshua, I'm doing very well. What about you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. David, what's your day been like?
Sorry, Joshua?
What has your day been like? What have you done today?
Well, Joshua, in the morning I went to the university. I just attend one class, and I was free, and I come back to home. I eat my lunch. I attend like 2 or 3 classes in a row, and I am here.
Okay, good. I came back home, remember.
Yes, in past. Sorry, I always forget.
No
I came
worries.
back home.
Yeah, and Javier, welcome to class. Javier, how are you?
Hi Joshua, I'm good. And you?
Nice. Doing well, thank you for asking. And Javier, what about you? What's your day been like?
Well, nothing. I just end my work and came back home to relax and take classes.
Okay, nice. Maybe one suggestion, I just finished working. Or I just finished work. I just
Finished
got
working.
off work, you could say.
Okay.
But good. Okay, nice. And I think that's everybody. Let's get started with today's class. So we'll be talking about cities and towns. And let's start with Ale. Can you read the title and the next few lines?
Okay. Cities and towns. Today we will talk about your hometown, learn about city vocabulary, practice role plays, and read and discuss quotation.
Good.
Quotation. Yes.
Quotations. Oh,
Quotation.
yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my fault.
Okay, yes.
Quotations. Okay, yeah. Okay, and let's go on to the next page. Ale, can you ask Amp the first question?
Where were you raised? In a city or in a town? What was it like?
I was raised in a city. This is the biggest city in the largest city in my country, and it's around 3 million inhabitants.
Nice. It has around 3 million inhabitants.
Okay.
So you
it
just
has-
use the verb to
Okay.
have. Okay. Good. What's the name of the city?
Guayaquil.
Guayaquil. Okay. Cool. And raised. Ale, can you repeat raised?
Raised.
Yeah,
Raised.
raised.
Okay. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. And David, what's your city like? Can you describe your city?
Yes, Joshua. My city is Bogota. That is the capital of Colombia. The population is about 8 or 9 million, and it's a large city. It's crowded, but it's nice at the same time. The weather is what I most like because it's not hot and it's not cold, so you can wear anything. I always wear jeans and t-shirts and I don't have problems. Almost never rain, just in sun maybe in August, September.
Okay. It almost
And
never rains.
yes,
Remember.
and one bad thing is the traffic, but for the rest is very good.
Nice. Okay. Good. Really good job.
Thank you.
And all right. David, can you ask Javier this next question?
Yes. When you retire, would you like to live in a city or in a town, and why?
Well, when I got retired, I would like to live in a city, probably, because actually I'm living in a town, but it is good, but in the city you have more things to do, or have things more accessible.
Okay, we could say things are more accessible.
Are more accessible, yes,
Yeah.
than in a town.
Good. What kinds of things would you like to do in the city?
Well, for example, entertainment. You in the city you have more choice selection of entertainment. You could do more things, be more active.
Yeah. Okay, good. You can do more things, be more active, for sure. Okay, and Julieta, if you had to choose a city to move to in the next year, which city would you choose in the world and why?
I will choose London. Because even though it's Europe, you can find everything there. It's a big city, but not so big that you feel lost in it. And museums are for free.
You see more for free?
Museums are for free.
Ah, nice. We might want to just remove the preposition. Museums are free.
Are free.
If you said you can go to the museums for free, that's when we'd use the preposition. But just general, it's like state of being, kind of. Museums are free, but you can go for free. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so London. That's a good choice. Okay, and maybe Jose, what about you? If you could move to any city for a year or two, which city would you move to?
I will choose London too because it's not far away from Valencia, and I think I could improve my English more quickly.
Nice. English more quickly. Cool. Really good answer. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments on this page? Okay. Go to the next page and let's have Roberto. Can you read the title and the words?
Vocabulary: skyscraper, overpass, tunnel, construction, downtown, square, block, pedestrian.
Nice. Okay. Maybe skyscraper? Can you repeat that one more time? Skyscraper?
Skyscraper.
Yeah, skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
And pedestrian.
Pedestrian.
Good. I think other than that, you did a good job. Okay, and does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
What is overpass?
Okay, we could ask, what is an overpass? What's an overpass? Or what does overpass mean? Who can explain what's an overpass?
It's like a bridge inside your city that permits you to cross without traffic. To avoid the traffic is a way.
Yeah, a bridge inside your city that permits you to cross another road or a railroad, we could say. So it's a bridge over other roads and things like that. Okay, any other questions? Okay, and Roberto, can you make a sentence using square?
Hmm. Hmm. Square, I know, like the name Madison Square Garden, but it's sorry, teacher, I don't know how to use square.
Yeah, that's okay. Jose, what about you? Can you use square in a sentence?
Yes, the main road is near to the square.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, we use close to and near. Close to,
Close to the
but
square.
near. So there's no preposition after near.
Yes. Near the square. Okay.
Yeah. The main road is near the square. Okay. Yeah, this is good. It doesn't help us really with learning what a square is. Maybe, Ade, can you tell us what a square is?
The square is the intersection in two streets, between two streets.
Okay. Yeah. Two or more. Generally, it's an open area in a city where lots of things are gathered. So we have, for example, Times Square in New York, which is a really big square. In Boston, we have Harvard Square. Yeah, those are squares. Does that answer your question? Does that seem to make sense, Roberto?
Sorry, teacher.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I can say it's like I live close to. I go. I don't know. The buildings after 2 squares. I can say that. No.
Okay, that's a block.
A block. Okay.
So when you're giving directions, you give directions in blocks. So let's. Hold on, I'll get a better picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we're
understood.
looking. Okay. But if we're looking at a block, that would be like a city block. So it's a square area that generally used to give directions between two streets. So that's a block, and this is a square, Times Square. So lots of stores, lots of things in one place generally. So it's like a really concentrated open area of the city. Okay. Any other questions on this page? Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay. Go on to the next page, and let's start with Ale. Can you read the title and the directions?
Vocabulary. Fill in the blank. Conjugated the highlighted verb.
Good. And can you try the first one?
The overpass was closed for pedestrians, so we to get lost looking for another road.
Okay. You're close. If we want to say that, we could say it was closed to pedestrians.
Oh.
So it's slightly different. What could it be closed for? Do you have any other ideas?
Construction.
Construction.
Yeah, so closed for construction. And Ale, how would you conjugate the verb?
Close.
How would you conjugate the verb to get?
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. So it's not the present tense. The overpass was closed. What tense is this? Was closed.
Simple past. No.
Yeah. And so, what should this be?
Is it the infinitive form to get?
Okay, so it's in the infinitive, but we need to conjugate it. We need to change the form. So we need to change it so it matches this.
Yes. We got lost looking for another road.
Nice. Good job. Really good work. Okay.
Thank you.
Can you read the whole thing one more time?
I read the overpass was closed for construction, so we got lost looking for another road.
Good. And the pronunciation of closed.
Closed.
Can you repeat closed?
Closed. Closed.
Okay, good. Nice. And good. Let's try the next one, AMP.
This has been the tallest skyscraper in the Western Hemisphere for the past 5 years.
Nice. Really well done. The only thing I saw was the pronunciation of hemisphere.
Hemisphere.
Yeah. Really good job. Hemisphere. Yeah. Nice job. Present perfect. And what about the next one, David?
Okay, Joshua. The third one?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You almost hit that pedestrian. You need to pay attention.
Good. Okay. And what about the next one, Julieta?
We have been walking around downtown forever. Let's go home.
Good. Okay. And what about the next one, Javier?
The museum is only a couple blocks away. We should keep going.
Good. Nice job. And who's the next one? What about this next one, Javier? Jose, how would you do this? So we need to conjugate to be and find a verb, or find a word for this, something related to the city.
We have been.
Yeah, that would work.
We have been in this. In this skyscraper forever. Let's put on some music.
Yeah, you could say that. I was thinking that it would be a different word, so something that isn't one of these.
Okay, in different word. In this app or in this disco.
Okay, you could say that. That works. Does anybody have any ideas? Any other ideas? Something in the city. Yeah, traffic jam is what I was thinking.
Traffic jam.
But really, anything could work. I didn't put too much thought into that sentence. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. And Adela, I'm sure it'll take you a second to get situated, but welcome to class, Adela, if you can hear me.
Yes. Yes.
That was fast.
Okay.
Okay, Adela, how's it going?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Nice. Doing well, thank you for asking. And let's have Jose. Can you ask Roberto the first question?
Yes. What do you like to do when you are in the city?
I like to window shop.
Okay. You like to window shop? Do you like to window shop with anybody in particular, or do you like to be alone when you window shop?
With my wife.
Nice. Okay. When was the last time you went window shopping?
Last weekend.
Complete sentence?
I did my last window shopping last weekend.
Okay. We would remove this preposition. I did my last window shopping last weekend.
At last weekend? No.
No, so we just remove the preposition entirely.
Okay.
I think a better way to say the sentence would be, the last time I went window shopping was last weekend. And that sounds a little bit smoother. Can you repeat that sentence?
The last time I went window shopping was last weekend.
Yeah, but this is a correct sentence that works. So nice job. Okay, Roberto, can you ask Adela the next question?
What do you like to do when you are in town?
When I'm in a town, I like to walk along the coast if it's a beach town, or on the forest, or ride a bike. Normally to go outside, outdoor.
Yeah. Outdoors and outside would be the same.
Okay.
Okay, good. Maybe we'd just make these into two different sentences. When I'm in a town, I like to walk along the coast if it's a beach town, or in the forest. And then here, maybe also, I like to ride a bike.
Also, I like to ride a bike.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's a great answer. And Alera, can you ask Ale the next question?
Vale, what are some drawbacks to living in a city, in a town?
In the city, surely the traffic jam and the noise. While in town, there aren't all shop, all things that there are in the city.
Okay, so there aren't shops or things that there aren't in the city. This is good. I think these are kind of choppy, these sentences, so they're not very, very smooth. Let's start with a drawback, or some drawbacks.
Okay.
Some drawbacks. We need a verb here.
With the city are the traffic jam.
Yeah, are the traffic jams.
And the noise.
And the noise, yeah. Yeah, some drawbacks in the city. Okay, that works. In town, there aren't shops or things that there are in the city. Just in towns. I think that would work. That would be a little bit smoother. Can you repeat those?
Okay, some drawbacks in the city are the traffic jams and the noise. In towns, there aren't shops or things that there are in the city.
Good. Okay. Nice. And let's have Amp. What about you? Can you name some drawbacks to living in a town or living in a city?
Well, if you are living in a town, probably you don't have all the facilities to access the schools or to access the hospitals.
Okay, maybe you don't have all the facilities like schools and hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, and I think generally there'd be access to them, or there'd be the facilities. You don't have easy access to facilities like schools and hospitals. Alright. What about in a city?
Well, in a city, the problems are just the traffic, the noise pollution, a lot of competition to get a job.
Good. Okay. Traffic, noise pollution, a lot of competition to get a job. Really good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. Let's go to the next one, and let's start with David. David, let's pretend you're living in a town and you've got a problem with jobs. So there's a lack of jobs in your town. What would you do to fix it, David? David? Oh, okay. Julieta, what about you?
I can consider the possibility to move into a city
The
or
possibility of moving.
of moving to a city.
Okay. What if you really hate the city?
I can try to I don't know, to do something by myself, like to open a shop or to sell services some way, or I don't know, to do something with the internet, and so there is no problem where you are
Yeah, maybe on the internet.
on the internet.
Yeah, so there's no problem where you are. So I think it doesn't matter where you are.
Doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, really nice job, Julieta. Okay. And David, let me know when you're off the phone. But Javier, what about one of these other ones? Can you choose a problem and tell me how you'd solve it?
Excuse me. Traffic. Well, we have a problem of heavy traffic. Probably I will look for new roadways to avoid that heavy traffic. Or I can use my bike instead of my car.
Yeah, or I could use my bike. Because it's a hypothetical situation, yeah, we'd use that modal. And then again, because it's like kind of the conditional here, if I had a problem with heavy traffic, I would probably look for new roadways to avoid that heavy traffic. Can you read those sentences one more time?
Sure. If I had a problem with heavy traffic, I would probably look for new roadways to avoid that heavy traffic, or I could use my bike instead of my car.
Good. Nice job. And David, welcome back. What about if you were suffering from high rent prices? What would you do, David?
What high rent prices? Oh,
How would you
okay.
reword that question?
But in everything or in a specific thing?
I guess that's up to you.
Oh, it's in everything. It's because the economy is suffering from inflation. Because if the prices are increased, well, the economy is passing for a hard time, and well, the solution is decrease the percentage of the inflation, maybe.
Okay. Good. That'd be a big one. What about if it was just with you? In the city that you were in, the rent prices were high. What would you do?
For what? Excuse me.
So if it was just with you, I mean not with you, but the rent prices in your city were high, but you had to live there because that's where your job was, what would you do?
Um, I don't know.
Okay. Maybe Jose, what about you?
I think that the government could give help to the families, to the people, in order that the rent prices will be lower.
Okay. So that rent prices would be lower. Would be the only thing. But good.
Yes.
All right. And all right, I think that's good. Maybe Roberto, which one would you choose, and how would you solve it?
A long commute.
Hmm?
A long commute would be solved by governments improve the public transport.
Okay. The public transportation.
Okay.
Can you repeat that? Public transportation.
Public transportation.
Okay. What if it was just a... okay, yeah, I guess that would work. Okay. All right, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions here? Okay. Let's go on to the next page. Okay, Joseph, really quickly, if you've paid, it should work. Bueno, Joseph, la verdad es que si ya ha pagado, no sé por qué no se puede ingresar. Sería ir al sitio de web, a hacer clic encima de la clase y como hay un botón que dice entrar en clase y sí, ya. La verdad es que no sé cómo explicarte más. Pero suerte, y si tiene una pregunta después, me envía un mensaje. Okay, Adela, can you read the role of the city girl?
Yes, you want to go to the city today with your friend. You are willing to do anything. Go to the museum, get a fancy dinner, watch a play, or just walk around the square to shop. Convince your friend to go with you.
Okay.
Play.
Yeah.
Play.
Convince.
Convince.
Yeah.
Convince? Okay.
Convince.
Convince.
Good. Okay, and let's have the next one, Amp.
Okay. Townie, you generally like to stay in town. You know everyone where you live, and cities make you uncomfortable. Decide whether you want to go to the city with your friend.
Good. Uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable?
Good. Nice. Uncomfortable. Okay, and let's start with Adela. Can you start with a city girl?
Okay. Hey friend, do you like to go? No, would you like to go with me to the city? I think they are a film, a movie very interesting, a new movie. We can go together. What do you think?
Nice. There is a very interesting new movie.
No, I appreciate your invitation, but I don't like that the city is too noisy for me, and to be enclosed in a same place, it could be unhealthy for me. No pure air, and everyone in the same place, coughing, sneezing. No. And it's dark. No, it's a danger.
Okay, good. Okay, and And let's have David. How would you respond if you're the city guy?
Uh-huh. Okay, let me read. What is true? Not easy for me. I don't think. Probably will say, well, you should try because I will invite you to drink some beers, and also we can go to get a nice dinner in a good restaurant, and we can go to dance in the evening.
You can go dancing.
Dancing in the evening.
Nice. Good. This is good. I would recommend saying to drink a few beers.
But this is not few, it's a lot, it's too much.
Excuse me?
But if, for example, we drink more than few.
Yeah, I think even if you drink more than a few, it's kind of like a euphemism.
What is
it's
an
just-
euphemism?
It's like a good way of saying something.
Like
so
a polite?
euphemism. Yeah. So you in Greek is just good. And so like a good way of saying something, or like a prettier way of saying something. So when you say you're going to put your animal to sleep, that's a euphemism for, killing your animal.
Okay, I get it.
Right? And yeah, so whenever you go out and you get a few beers, like, it's a pretty vague term. It doesn't just mean two.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sure.
Okay. And yeah, so some beers just sounds weird. You could say some beer, but it's still a little bit odd. Okay, but good. And Julieta, what about the next one?
No, I don't want to lock myself in a restaurant or in a disco with a lot of people. Why don't we go to the sea, walking on the beach?
And walk.
And walk.
Walk on the beach. Okay, good. Really nice answer. And where are we? Javier, how would you respond?
Come on, give a try. I pay all the bills, if you wish.
Future tense?
I will pay all the bill.
Yeah, I'll pay all the bills. I will. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's good. And Jose, how would you respond?
Thanks for your invitation, but I prefer to stay in town because I'll go more quiet.
Because why?
Because I'll be more quiet.
We could say it will be quieter.
Quieter.
Okay. And Adela, how'd you respond?
Well, if you don't like, if you wouldn't like, no, if you don't like to go to the cinema with me or another thing, I try to invite another friend, but is we are finished our relationship.
Oh man. Um, is but our relationship is over. Okay, that's a pretty brutal deadline, I guess.
Yeah.
Amp, how would you respond?
You are so tough, but you are wasting your time with me because you are not convinced me. I know everyone in my city and everyone is friendly and not like you.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds like a pretty brutal breakup.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's good. Let's stop there before somebody gets hurt. Um, does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next one. Um, and David, can you read this quotation?
Okay, Joshua. By its nature, the metropolis provides what otherwise could be given only by traveling, namely the strange. I don't understand nothing.
Okay. Who can clarify what this means? What's happening here?
That if you go in a big city, uh, you can get everything from all over the world without traveling because everyone and everything is there.
Okay. I think that's a really well stated sentence. I think, and you've got the general gist of it. What's this idea about the strange, though?
What is out of you? Something different.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. So like different things. Does anybody have anything to add to this?
Maybe in one big city you can feel to be a strange people because sometimes there are not a relationship between people, and we are or you feel the
Loneliness.
loneliness.
Good. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good interpretation as well. Um, David, what do you think? Do you agree or do you disagree with the quotation then, based on your classmates' interpretations?
Uh, well, I think that I agree.
Okay, can you explain a little bit more?
I didn't get very well,
Okay.
but
Um,
what I heard was good.
okay. So, by its nature, like in its like identity. So, like within the identity of the city, by its nature, yeah, it's just like what it's meant to be. Maybe the city gives you what you could only ever get otherwise from traveling. That's a pretty bad paraphrase. Um, so the city um, gives you the strange, something that you can only get By traveling. Otherwise. Again, otherwise, like if you weren't in the city, the only other place you could get this thing would be in traveling. So strange. It's like something that you're not used to, not accustomed to, just culturally different, culturally not understandable, or even maybe absurd. So the city gives you the strange, and that's what it is in its true nature, in its innermost being. Does that make sense, David?
Yeah, sorry, it's because I am a little bit slow today. I don't know why.
That's okay.
My brain is not working very well.
I think you're doing just fine. I wouldn't worry about it at all. Javier, do you agree or do you disagree that cities give you this idea of the strange, which you can only otherwise get by traveling? Do you agree or disagree?
I'm agree, but I think that in the city you can, how the quotation says, everything that you need. It's a convenient place, but at the same time, is I think people are distant. So it could be a cold place to live.
Okay. Yeah, it could be a cold place to live, for sure. Really nice job, though. And does anybody have any questions or comments about this quotation?
Maybe the strange is about now, new, agnoun or same, or the meaning is
Strange could be the
Okay.
unknown, the new.
maybe because a city is so big, you can't explore every neighbor, everything. You can discover something new in your city, or more or less. Or
I like that too. That's a really good one. So even just being in a city is just like traveling because you're always going to be able to find someplace new, some new thing. Yeah. That's really good. That's a great interpretation. All right, so unfortunately we are just about out of time. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, thanks again for coming in. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. We've got another couple of classes in an hour, I believe. So maybe I'll see you there.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.